We almost made it through the storm, almost held on when it got too cold. We almost knew what forever meant, but almost is a story never told. I try to hold your shaking hands, you try to hold back the truth. We danced around the breaking point until silence became proof. You looked at me with tired eyes, like love was something old. I gave you all my heart to fight, but you chose the easy road. We almost made it, so close I tasted peace, but almost doesn't comfort me when all I have is grief. You walked before the sunrise, left before the light. We almost made it, but almost isn't right. I'll carry out what if like shadow and song. You were almost home, but you were already gone. Oh, 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 oh. You closed the door without a word. No, I'll miss you, no final chord. Your suitcase in the backseat told the story I was scared to hold. I watched your taillights blur in rain, each drop a piece of our shared pain. You didn't speed, you didn't cry, you just drove off with goodbye. Backseat goodbye. You left like love was clean, like nothing stained our sheets, like we were just a dream. You never turned around, just vanished in the sound. Backseat goodbye. So quiet, so now I walk the rooms alone, but your exit still echoes like a phone. You asked if I missed you, I smiled and changed the song. There are truths so old and heavy, they don't need to be dragged along. I wrote you letters I'll never send, in a journal I won't let. Some things sound better in my head, some things are better off unsaid. I don't need to scream the pain, don't need to write your name. Some ghosts don't want revenge, they just want room again. You left and I bled, but I'm better off instead with words I never said. better off unsaid. I watered love that never grew, waited years for light in you, but now the sun shines on my face without your shade in every place. You left and I felt like ash. Thought my days would never pass, but every tear became a seed, and I bloomed from what I need. I bloom without you in colors you never knew. You were just the winter frost I was always meant to break through. You called me weak, I proved you wrong. This garden sings its own song. I bloom without you now, and I'll keep blooming strong. Love doesn't live in your eyes, it lives where our eyes. Don't call me baby, don't call me sweet. I've had enough of names that shrink my heat. I gave you power with my silence, but now I rise from every violence. You call me crazy, then watch me cry. I turn my pain into your lullaby, but I found strength in breaking free. I'm not who you thought I'd be. Call me by my name, the one I claimed alone. I don't need soft disguises, I wear my truth like stone. You don't get to define me or dim my inner flame. I'm done with games, so call me by my name. Call me by It took your absence to make me whole. Now I shine in full control. Call me by my name, the one I claimed alone. I don't need soft disguises, I wear my truth like stone. You don't get to define me or dim my inner flame. I'm done with games, so call me by my name. Call me You left when lights went low, said you couldn't love in shadow, but I've learned to find my way in places you wouldn't stay. I stumbled through the quiet, tripped on every goodbye, but stars don't shine in daylight, they wait for the night sky. I glow in the dark without your spark. I found my fire where you left a mark. You gave up at dusk, but I rose I knew you when you laughed in sun, before your shadows weighed a ton, when your eyes still held their glow, before time made you let it go. I knew the way your silence felt, the way your arms around me knelt, before you traded warmth for pride, before your smile began to hide. I knew you when you still believed, when love was something we received. Now you're a stranger in your skin, but I remember who you've been. And even if you never show again, I'll always know you as I knew you when. People change like seasons do, but memories don't forget the truth. I knew you when you still believed, when love was something we received. Now you're a stranger in your skin, but I remember who you've been. And even if you never show again, I'll always know you as I knew you when. I sent a message at 2 a.m., a simple line, are you okay? You left it sitting there alone, like the truth you never say. I saw you post a story, saw you out with friends, so I know it's not your phone. It's me you chose to end. You left me on red, like I wasn't real, like my love was just a phase. You never meant to feel. I counted dots that never came, rewrote each line in shame. You didn't block me, you just forgot me. I delete your name and stare at space, hoping silence takes your place. This pain don't need to be said, I've already been left on red. This pain don't need to be said, I've already been left on red. You left me on red, like I wasn't real, like my love was just a phase. You never meant to feel. I counted dots that never came, rewrote each line in shame. You didn't block me, you just forgot me. You loved me in 1,000 ways, then slowly faded out your smile belongs to someone else, and I'm learning how that felt. You share our favorite songs and laugh like nothing's wrong. But I remember every line from a heart that once was mine. You were fire, you were fly. Now you're someone else's light. I don't wish you hurt or time, just peace for what once was mine. You held my hand, now you don't. You meant forever till you won't. So I sing you this goodbye to a love that once was mine. I'll carry the beauty, not the ache, because real love never breaks. You stood at the station, no words, no explanation. Eyes like rain clouds ready to fall. I knew that look meant it all. I try to smile, try to hold you in denial, but goodbyes don't need to speak when the air is already weak. Just one last look and everything changed. No fight, no scream, just hearts rearranged. I stood frozen in my shoes, watching you fade into blue. You didn't say a word, but that one last look was louder than I ever heard. I replay it in slow motion, every blink, every breath. One last look, and all that's left. I still take the long way home, where we used to laugh alone. Still pour 2 cups in the morning. Old habits die slow when you're gone. I still pause at your favorite song, still flinch when your name comes along. But I don't cry the way I did. I've made peace with what you hid. I'm still me without chapter in my story. You held me like I mattered, but I never spoke it out loud. I stood there waiting for meaning, in silence thick like a cloud. You laughed at my softness, brushed off when I bled. I memorized your sentences instead of what you said. The words you never said are louder than the ones you did. You whispered love in shadows, but I lived where it hid. You never said stay, you never said real, but I read between the lines, and now I know how to feel. One day you wish you said them, but I won't be here to hear. I used to dress in colors you liked, shrink when you picked a fight, laughed at jokes that made me ache, just to feel less fake. But now I sing in my key, don't wait for you to validate me. I walk taller, I speak slow, and I let the real me show. I found out who I am without you. No mask, no filter, just truth. I wear my scars like glitter now. Don't need your nod to know how. You left thinking I lose, but I found something new. Who I am without you. You taught me by mistake what it means not to break. I thought you were the answer, the light I'd been praying for. You were charmed like armor, but I didn't see the war. You loved when I was quiet, admired me when I broke, but now I know a lover should never leave you choked. You were my forever, you were the lesson I had to learn. You lit me just to burn, but I rose from the ashes of every lie you spun. You weren't my one, you were the reason I became someone. Now I thank the pain, it carved a better version.
face in coffee foam, hear your voice when I was alone. But something shifted in the air. Your ghost forgot to care. I cleaned the drawer you left untouched, didn't flinch, didn't clutch. No trace of your perfume now. I didn't even ask how. Your memory moved out quietly. No storm, no ceremony. One morning it just stopped. The ache, the weight, the drop. And I stood there surprised at how it felt to rise. Your memory moved out, and I'm finally inside. Oh, some healing comes like sunrise. You don't notice till there's light. Before you loved me, I was whole. Didn't need to share my soul. I laughed without checking the room. I danced in bloom without the gloom. Then you came and drew me close. Promised more, gave me ghost. I learned how to beg with eyes and hide my truth in smiles and lies. Take me back to who I was before I called this heartbreak love. When my voice still held my name, not echoes of your blame. You gave them, took it all from me. But I remember who I used to be. Before you loved me, I already was enough. Take me back to who I was before I called this heartbreak love. When my voice still held my name, not echoes of your blame. You gave them, took it all from me. But I remember who I used to be.
You're still on my shelf in a photograph, but I can't feel what we used to have. Your smile was once the sun, now it's just a shape I run from.
You hung on walls inside my mind, a perfect pose, a moment in time. But now the glass is cracked and the color won't come back.
You're an empty frame I still display, a ghost I keep in light of day. I love the image, not the truth. Now I live with what I lose. You're hanging where love once grew, but there's no picture, only you. I'll take that I'm not there today.
I remember the way you tied your shoes, how your laughter colored the room. I recall the scent of autumn wind, the night you whispered soon. But now you pass me on the street, no spark, no pause, no heat. You forgot what made us real, but I still feel what you won't feel. Even if you don't remember, I carry us like winter in December. Your name still echoes through my sleep, in memories too deep to keep. I loved you in full bloom. You faded like perfume. Even if you don't remember, I remember enough for two. You moved on without a scar, but I still trace where we are. Even if you don't remember, I carry us like winter in December. Your name still echoes through my sleep, in memories too deep to keep. I loved you in full bloom. You faded like perfume. Even if you don't remember, I remember enough for two. You moved on without a scar, but I still trace where we are. I fell in love like whispers do, in glances and soft coffee hues. You never knew the depths I hid while you spoke of stars and what you did. I laughed at jokes to feel alive, but inside I was barely trying to survive. You touched my hand and said my name, but never knew my inner flame. I fell in love too quietly, like a secret I kept from me. You thought we were just passing time, but I was carving out a shrine. You left without knowing, I stayed without showing. I fell in love too quietly, and that silence ruined me. Next time I love, I'll let it burn, not just hope for a quiet
watched you walk away, and all I said was okay. But my heart was screaming while my lips were still. You needed one last reason, one last thread to believe in, and I stayed quiet, letting you slip through still. I didn't say enough, didn't fight loud for your love. Now the words haunt my nights, all the please don't goes I never tried. I thought you knew I cared, but silence isn't fair. I didn't say enough, and you were already gone. Next time I'll scream the truth before it's too late to prove.
If you called me now, would I freeze or breeze somehow? Would my voice still know your tone, or feel like talking to a ghost alone? Would I ask you how you've been, pretend we were never skin? Or would I spill the years I cried, and all the parts of me that died? If you called me now, would I still let you in somehow? Would I forgive like time forgot, or remind you of the love you lost? The number's still the same, but I've changed everything. If you called me now, you'd hear a stranger ring, and maybe that's the peace I need, to know you'd miss who I became. I used to flinch at my reflection, count flaws like they were lessons, try to match their expectations, but it only led to hesitation. I dimmed to make them glow, broke myself just to grow, but pain became my palette, and now I paint it back with balance. I learned to love the mirror, even when no one stood near. Took time to see what's true, that I don't need to shrink for you. This face has cried and stayed, but still wakes up unafraid. I learned to love the mirror. Now I live without shame. The girl I was is proud of me. 'cause now I finally see. I wrote your name 1,000 times on pages I never signed. Poured out what I couldn't say, then folded the words away. You moved on with a clean goodbye, but I stay writing reasons why I kept our story in the dark, afraid it might still leave a mark. These are letters I never sent, wrapped in ink and good intent. I told you I was fine, but I was right in every line. If you read between the tears, you know I loved you through the years. Maybe one day you'll see what you meant to me quietly. I used to shrink to fit your world, dim my shine to be your girl. Thought your love was all I need, till I starved while you fed your greed. Now I dance in shoes I chose, wear my scars like a rose. I'm not the voice you used to tune, I sing under my own moon. I'm not who I was when you met me, you can't bend who I let be. You broke me but I rebuilt stronger, what once felt small now lasts longer. You left thinking I'd fall, but I rose above it all. Now your silence fuels my flame, I don't miss your name. There's a space between songs where I hear your voice, oh wrong. Not loud, not clear, just near, like a shadow once held dear. The clock ticks, the faucet drips, but what I miss is your fingertips. I speak in empty rooms, hoping silence makes room for you. Somewhere in the silence, you still live in defiance of all I said, of all I gave. You haunt me like a wave. I don't need to hear you speak, just breathe, just breathe. Somewhere in the silence, you still make me see. Thought I'd fade without your sun, but I learned how to bloom with none. You left me buried in the cold, but roots grow strong in broken soil. You never saw me rise, but I reached for newer skies. Petals torn but still intact, I found the strength you lacked. I'm still blooming in the dark, with scars that glow like art. You tried to dim what's bright, but I turned pain into light. I don't need your guarded walls, I'll thrive through every fall. Still blooming even now, without you at all. Real flowers grow alone, and I've never been more my own. I wore your colors, your tone, your taste. Shrunk myself to fit your space. Called it style, called it flair, but I was drowning under what I'd wear. Now I walk in shoes I chose, wearing joy nobody knows. I dress for me, not for show. Let my reflection grow. These are the things I never wore when I was yours before. Confidence stitched into my sleeve, heels high on what I believe. You dressed me down, now I dress me proud. These are the things I wear since you're not around. Self-love's the trend I owned, finally fashioning my home. These are the things I never wore when I was yours before. Confidence stitched into my sleeve, heels high on what I believe. You dress me down, now I dress me proud. These are the things I wear since you're not I bit my tongue through every fight, slept alone most every night, gave you space and called it love, but space is never quite enough. I made excuses, told my friends this is what love feels like, it bends. But love shouldn't break your spine. Just to prove it's still alive, I tried to stay when I should have gone, held my breath just to feel not too late.
Remember that old green couch where we made plans too loud? You kissed me with your eyes closed tight, like love would last the night. Now I sit in the same space, but it doesn't hold your face. Just echoes of a younger version before we split like different versions. Take me back to when it was still us, before silence replaced our trust. When your hoodie smelled like home and forever wasn't just a tone. Now I scroll through frozen time, still holding hands that aren't mine. When it was still us, I didn't know love could rust. I don't miss you now, I miss who we were somehow.
You wrapped around me like perfume, sweet at first and filled the room. I wore your words like skin so tight, until I couldn't tell the dark from light. You marked me where no